Coach, it was just a hard-fought victory for the Lady Eagles. Talk about what you did in the midway point of the second half to finally pull away from Tyler.
Well, I think it was really a game of thirds. If you look at the way the game started, everything went inside. We got the ball to Sabrina a lot. She had some scoring going on inside, and then they started doing some different things, getting her pushed out away from the basket a little more, and then we started having to score from the perimeter more. Then about the 2/3 of the game, we went back, started going back inside, and got a little bit more balanced. And I thought that's when we kind of took charge of the game. At that point, we got a little bit of lead. They had to extend out and guard us, pressure us a little more, and it opened up the middle back up. So I thought that was when it really turned around, where we got a little bit of cushion.
It's several players do well tonight, but really April Young shot lights out.
Well, I mean, it's hard to ask a kid to play. To do any more than she did tonight. She was 7 for 9 from the field, 4 for 5 from the 3-point line, 8 from 8 from the free throw line, had 26 points. Uh, I mean, you know, last year April had big numbers several times and was the outstanding player several weeks in the conference. And this year her numbers had been down a little bit, but that wasn't because of what April, wasn't doing. It was because we had some other players that we've added to the program and stuff that have stepped up and taken some of those shots and caused her number to go down. But tonight, when it was on the line, I thought the leadership and our captain showed up tonight.
You've qualified for postseason. What does that mean for the program?
Well, it's just a huge stepping stone. We've had a lot of firsts this year. It's kind of, you have to sit back and to take it all in. But here we are going to the playoffs. A year ago, we were eliminated basically in December. And so I think it's just one of those deals where kids really start believing in what you're doing. They believe in the program. Last year we talked about that a lot, that if you don't believe, you don't belong. And I thought our kids really started believing toward the end of the year. This year we showed up with a whole different attitude, and our goal from day one was to go to the playoffs. And I gave them a piece of paper at the start of the year that I had made up that looked like a newspaper clipping, and it said, "Lady Eagles make it to playoffs." And I told them that if I didn't see it in their eye, you would never see it in the paper. And I thought the last 2 days you really saw that they were focused and ready to go. And so, it's just one of those plateaus that you have to reach before you can go on.
Coach, of course, you made the playoffs. It's a daunting task to go to Howard Payne, play the number 1 seed. Talk about that game a little bit.
Well, and if Hardin Simmons would have won the game, we'd have had to go to Hardin Simmons and play them at their home court too. So it's going to be tough. Whoever we play, we know that. What I like about the Howard Payne matchup for us is we went down there 2 years ago, and it came down to 9/10 of a second left in that ball game when they hit a couple of free throws to beat us one. They came up here and we beat them on a buzzer shot. So I feel like we match up maybe a little better with them than we did with Hardin Simmons, but it will be a task. But right now we're just sitting back and enjoying the victory that we had and the fact that we're going. They get tomorrow off. Monday we'll start getting ready for Howard Payne.